What's up, everybody? Today we're checking out the top 10 best tones or patches on the Jupiter X and XM. Subjectively speaking, of course. Now today, Robert St. John is helping me with this list, where he and I are each selecting our personal top 5 tones, and we compiled this list and short demo of each tone, so a big thanks to him. And check out the video description down below for links to his YouTube channel and his website, jupiterexpert.com. Now that said, let's jump into the first tone, which is one from the new JD800 model expansion, and it's called Pulsation. Next up is a pick from Robert, and I guess it should be noted that to keep things unique and interesting, all the tones that I selected were from the core patches that come with the synth by default, except the one from before the JD800 expansion. But everything else is a default patch. Robert is picking tones from any of the 50 or more different available Zen-Core sound packs. And his first selection is from the Ancient Discovery SDZ033 sound pack, and it's called Layer Ambi Pad. Now, next up is my second pick, and it's a tone from the Jupiter 8 model. And I know it's crazy, but it's not a Jupiter brass tone. Probably should have been, but when I heard this one, something about it just kind of clicked with me. It's called Big Bite Pluck, and I find it very reminiscent of a sound from the show Stranger Things. So for me, that's a big win. Next is a selection from Robert, but first a little spoiler alert, if you will. Now make sure to stick around till the end of the video because Robert put together a short track using all 5 of his tone selections, and it's definitely worth hearing. Now that said, Robert's second selection is probably one of the best bass patches that I have heard from the X or the XM. It's from the SDZ050 Zen-Core sound pack, Digital Bass, and it's called 2 of Hearts. Now before going forward, do me a little favor. Leave a comment down below with your favorite tones from the Jupiter X and the XM. You see, I'd like to see if any of you guys have any hidden gems that maybe I've missed out on. Now on to number 3, and for me it's got to be, of course, a Juno 106 pad. This one's called PWM Soft Pad, and it's one of my go-to tones for sure. Hey guys, if you're enjoying this video, do me a favor and give it a like. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel and of course turn on notifications. Yes, it's a pretty new channel, but I have big plans for it, so any support would be greatly appreciated. With all that said, here is pick number 3 from Robert, and it's called 80 AmbientGtr from the SDZ033 sound pack, Ancient Discovery. Next up, we're on the 4th selection, and for me, I went with a bass tone from the SH101 called Punisher. Now I used a pretty familiar ARP pattern from the iArpeggio and a backing drum beat from the synth as well. Jupiter Symphony from Zen-Core Sound Pack SDZ040 Analog Polysynths is Robert's 4th selection, and this is probably along the lines of what I should have went with for my Jupiter 8 selection back a while ago. But as we can see, you can get some great brass sounds straight out of the Zen-Core synth engine without even engaging any of the virtual analog models. My 5th and final pick in the top 10 best tones list is, of course, Soundtrack from the JX8P model. Possibly one of the best pad tones in this entire keyboard. And finally, Robert's 5th selection for the list of top 10 best tones on the Jupiter X and XM, and he went with a tone called Juno Space Sound. It's a tone from the JU106 bass and pads model sound expansion pack. All right, guys, there it is. It's our top 10 best tones on the Roland Jupiter X and XM list. Do me a favor, leave a comment down below letting us know both what you thought of our picks and, of course, share your picks and let us know what your favorites are. And again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like what you're seeing here. Obviously, another big thanks to Robert St. John for the help with this video. You can, of course, find links to his YouTube channel and his website down below in the description of this video. And without any further ado, here's a short song from Robert using all 5 of the tones that he chose for this top 10 list. So I hope you enjoy it.